Good morning, everyone. This is Sunday, April 30th. This is our first session for today. Bear with me. I think we may have some little backfeed, so let me correct that. But in the meantime, let me give you the code for today. There'll be a $2,000 buy-in, and there'll be a $10 table. The Crapsee code is going to be V5T2X4. Again, that's in V as in Victor, 5, 2, T as in Tango, the number 2, X-ray, 4. So it's V5T2X4. You can also follow the description on the YouTube, and you should have the code on there as well. Bear with me while I check some audio, making sure because I want to reduce some of the back feed. So bear with me for just a second. Okay, apologize about that. We're just getting some echoes back there because we were transmitting also from the the desk, and we're getting some audio. But again, for those of you who are just tuning in, this is our first session for Sunday, April 30th. Wow, the time flies. We're already knocked out this month. We're going into May. V5T2X4 is the code. Get your place bets in, get your ATSs. Um, I'm in here placing my bets. As y'all know, I like to work the hard ways when I'm rolling. It doesn't mean that for every player. Unless I'm at the table and I've been there a while, and I can kind of see what the players have been shooting. If they tend to hit a lot of horns, then I'll kind of be a little bit heavier on the horns and the come out rolls, or the hard ways. If I know those players have a tendency to come in with their hard ways, so I'll kind of just bet accordingly to the player and the shooter at the time. It doesn't mean that the same shooter every single day that I see him at the table, he can be shooting the same exact way. But I try to study him, take up maybe a round or two of the table to go around the dice, and I can kind of see or have a little sense of how I want to bet. Um, I bet very moderately when I first come to the table because I never know what's going on or who's shooting. Uh, for new people that come up to the table, you have new people come in, buy in. I'll kind of play the horn on them. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It just throw a little bit of money at the horn and see what comes out. Okay, so hopefully we got our bets in. Let me go ahead and we'll be starting out. Let's start with the 5-4. 5-4. What I'm doing right now is with this dice set, I'm gonna figure out what my hand is doing, what the dice are doing, and then get a sense of what direction I want to go. If I need to adjust my fingers up and down, twitch a little bit to the left or the right. So we'll start with this. See if I'm getting a roll, a pitch, a yaw, what's going on, and we'll take it from there. So let's go and let's get this party started. We'll try to go within probably to the hour, 45 minutes to the hour, depending how we're shooting. Our bankroll is going to be 2,000. If you need a rebuy, just let me know. We'll do a rebuy. Preferably try to stay within the 2,000, but rebuys are welcome. So if you need some more money, feel free just to request for it. Now we would rather practice as if we were really at the table. But for those of you who have a bigger bankroll, by all means, just click on the rebuy button and I'll approve it. So let's get this party started and let's see what comes up. That's a 2-6, easy 8. Okay, I got a 2-6, easy 8. So I will bet moderately, even on myself. When I'm barely starting out warming up, I'm very first when I come to the table, I'll bet very moderately just to get a sense what my dice are doing. I don't want to go aggressive just yet. Sometimes it takes us a couple of throws to find the sweet spot on the tables, our dice combination. So I don't want to go too aggressive, and all of a sudden I'm trying to catch up. We're trying to make up for my losses. So sticking with the 5-4, 5-4. So it came out to be a 6-2. So That means we rolled it. Had a little bit of a yaw in there. So AC Doocy. We have AC Doocy on there. Now, right now, I'm taking a look, trying to see where my dice are doing in the air. I didn't like how they were flying in the air. They weren't flying evenly enough, so I need to adjust my grip slightly. Like I said, I've mentioned to you, I kind of keep track on my own side what my dice do favorable to me, and always that second chip has something happens more often than not, whether it be a hard way, um, a PSO, or a horn number. And sure enough, that horn number did come. My third chip is kind of average. I'll probably get a point. Every now and then I'll get a horn back to back or hardware after that. Normally I'll press my horn and my hardware by a little bit. So we'll go 5-4, 5-4. We'll try to correct our grip and finger placement on here to try to balance out those how the dice are looking when they fly through the air. 4-1-5. We got a 4-1-5. Okay, that was a win for us. So because I'm just starting out for today, I'm just working on the inside. It is paying off. I'm working on the inside numbers. So we did get a hit here. Okay, give you a few seconds to get your bets in. We're going to stick with the 5-4, 5-4. After my sixth roll on here, right now we're in the third roll. I have a tendency to kind of roll it over once. When I say roll it over, it means going up or roll it down. But we'll stick with the 5-4, 5-4. One of the things that I like to do is kind of always throw on my natural exhale pause when I'm breathing. Try not to hold my breath for too long. Breathe in, breathe out. I'm like the Bob Ross painting some beautiful trees. Okay, we got a hard 4. So we got a hard 4. It's an on axis, which is good. So that did pay well. So with my last point, which was a 5, I had placed my 4 with the earnings of that 5 that landed. So I'm trying to slowly was buying and placing numbers. So that paid well. Because I wanted the hard way to sit, I'll go ahead and press. With the earnings of one hard way, I'll press evenly around. An example, if we have the hard 4 landed, I had $1 in there, we pay 7. I throw $1 on the table and say press everything around by 2 units. So it looks like 3. Everything looked like 3. That's a good way to kind of start going up, and all you're doing is risking $1. And slowly, if that shooter is rolling some good hard ways, it can build up. Sticking with the 5-4, 5-4. 4-6, easy 10. 4-6, easy 10. Because I'm betting moderately, just try to get the feel for it. I wasn't on the 10 here. I didn't have my place bet on the 10, but it's okay. We'll go ahead and place our 10, even if it's for minimum, a table minimum. And we're on all the numbers now. I'll probably reduce my odds a little bit, just so we can use that money to place a 10. We'll stick with a 5-4, 5-4 set. We're on all the numbers. We're on our 5th roll. See, because of my chip, I keep 5th, and plus Crapsee's telling me we're on the 5th roll. So stick with the same set, try to get the same grip. And we got a 5-6 yo. We got a yo down there, which is good. Got a yo, very good. Getting some numbers here. Slowly but surely, we're making our way through the ATSs. From the looks of it, we're aiming for all the numbers. We got 1, 1, 1, 1. It's good. Okay, so here, this is just for me, because I know this is a tendency of actually something happening. I have 2 red chips, so that means the next 2 rolls for me, I need to be cautious of what I'm doing, making sure I'm still focused, the grip is still the same. 5-4, 5-4. Try to have that landing zone I'm looking for. Breathing. Any distractions, I try to just tune out. Let's get on the horn on here. And we got our hard 10 here. We get a 5-5 hard 10. Okay, so our own little observation was true. Something happens, either the horn or hard way, or the unimaginable number that we didn't care for. So it did. So we'll go ahead and just buy that 10. It landed twice. Okay, and there's also another red chip. That means I need to be cautious where my landing zones are at. My grip, my toss, tune out everything else, and just kind of just focus. Sometimes I do like that there's music, some good music at the casinos, and I'll tune to the music and tune everything else out. So you have all kinds of distractions, and this, when there's good music, I'll just focus on that, focus on my landing zones, my grip. Six, 3, 9, 6, 3, 9. Okay. 6, 3, 9 there. So right now it looks like we're missing, on the small side, we're missing the aces and in 6, and on the talls we're missing midnight. So let's go with horn high AC deucey. Sometimes for me, when I'm looking for a number, the opposite number comes around. So if I'm looking for midnight, aces show up. If I'm looking for a yo, AC deucey shows up, ace deuce, and vice versa. Looking for ace deuce and yo shows up. So we'll stick with the same set, 5-4, 5-4. If it's working, I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to chase it. See if we can make some money just as if the numbers are landing right now. Although I haven't made it to level 2 yet on my place bets. Still at level 1 mostly. Oof. 4, 3, 7. 437. They rolled over to the right. Looked like they were flying kind of uniformly in the air, just a hair up on one of the others, but they rolled over to the right. But at least I'm getting the sense that my dice are not too wild. I'm being consistent, and that led us to 9 rolls. We had 9 rolls there. So that will give me the sense that my other dice sets, the ones that I like to use more often, like the 4-5-6-5, or the 6-4-5-4, or the 6-2-6-3, can may work well for us if we stay with the same type of release and behavior of the dice once they land. So what I'll do now, we had 9 rolls on here. We'll go to the let's go to the 4-5-6-5. One thing I'm sensing, my hand are getting a little bit moist. So something what I'll do, I'll kind of just put some baby powder, non-scented baby powder in my hands to prevent that. There's different things. If you go online, some of the pros, they have different types of techniques to prevent your hand from sweating. I'm not much of a sweater, but every now and then that happens. We live here in Spring, Texas, just a little bit north of Houston. Kind of Houston, not really. Kind of within the same county. There's a lot of humidity here. Okay, so let's try this out. Hopefully I got your place bets in there. This is a come out roll. And a 4-7. That's a 4-3-7 on the come out roll. Luckily I do hedge my bets and I have some out there on the big red. So we made a little bit of money on there. Let's see. So looks like this die rolled over once, so I need to correct that. Okay. I hope you got your bets in there. This is another come out roll. So it's an ace deucey. That's ace deuce on the come out roll. I also have my place, have some horns on there, so that protects that. So even though we crapped out, our horn bets protected that, and I made $21 off of that. I'm not gonna press it. Normally I would press my horn. You know what? Let's press it just 1 unit. Just 1 unit. I try not to do that too often. But when it does pay, when you do get horns back to back and you kind of parlayed, it pays well. So we're sticking with the same set: 4-5-6-5. And I kind of look down every now and then, where my thumb placement, how it looks against the white of the pips, and see if it was the same as before, not too far off. So we got a hard 6 here. We got a hard 6 on the come out roll. Like I mentioned before, I do like to work my hard ways on the come out, so that covers our bets on there. So let's mark our 6. So at least for me, I try to get some good quality die, and then from there I'll get different color dice. And what it does for me is I'm able, at least on the table, on my table, I'm able kind of see what the dice are doing. So I'm seeing, because we're starting out with the 6-5, and we're getting a lot of threes. So that means my hand posture is causing that. See, we started 4, 5, 6, 5, and we ended up with this. That means I released it at an angle, so when they hit, they rolled over. Stayed on rotation, but they rolled over. Roll over, so that's what I'm looking for. And something in my grip is causing that. So now that I know that I can land a point or two and kind of the spot that I'm looking for, I'll go ahead and bet a little bit more aggressive. Hopefully our behavior with the hand position favors us. That's a 4-1-5. 4-1-5. So because I'm betting a little bit more aggressive, I'll try to get one more hit. Try to get one more hit and see if we can start racking up a little bit of money. If I get one more hit at this aggressive, because like I'm at black chip level right now, and if I get one more hit, I'll regress down to at least maybe table minimum, maybe sometimes 2 units or 3 units, depending what the table is costing us. For this is a $10 table, so I'll go across a table minimum and build up from there. Or sometimes at 3 units, and then hit and press. So let's go back on here. Hopefully you got your place bets in there. Oof, 6-1-7. Not good. We're hoping for one more hit. So this first shooter did decently. So we're not too bad. But we need to make up a little bit. So go ahead and get your place those bets in there. And I got a friend Enrique out there. He loves the 5. He loves the 5, and he's placing, saying he wants 50 on 5. And oddly enough, with my dice sets, I do get a lot of 5s. I do get a lot of 5s. Not only that, I was born on the 5th day of the first month. Placing a little bit too much. So yes, 5 is something that comes natural to me because I was born on the 1st of January. I'm sorry, on the 5th of January. So he's saying 50 on the 5. All right, get your place bets in there. And this is a come out roll. So what we'll do is we'll stick with the 4, 5, 6, 5. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna focus on a different spot or give a little bit more rotation. So it didn't have as much as rotation as I would like. So I was aiming kind of over here for this area. If you can see on the top right screen or on the left screen, I'm trying to aim for this area. Give it a little bit more rotation. I want to see the dice flying evenly and have a little bit more spin to them. So we'll stick with the 4, 5, 6, 5. And this is a come out roll. And try to get a little bit more spin on there, a little bit more rotations. So we got a 2, 3, 5. Our point is 2, 3, 5. Our point is 5. So there were our friend Enrique, he was asking for the 5, and yes, our point is 5. So he said a 50 on the 5. So he was working his 5. So he got his pay on there. He wanted the 5. There he goes. So again, I'll do a bit more aggressive. I will be playing black chip level at this time. So I'm hoping for at least 2 hits. Same thing as before. 2 hits in regress, and hopefully out of one of those hits is either a 4 or 10 because it pays double. Hopefully we get a 4 or 10. If we get 2 of them, much better because it does pay double. So when the 4 5 6 5, make sure that you have a little bit more rotation on the dice. You get a 5 4 9. You get a 5 4 9. So that means that we're working within the area because underneath that 9, and I'll show you to this camera, underneath that 9, we have that 5. I'll show it to the other camera also. So underneath that 9, there was a 5. So we could have just hit our point, but we got the opposite number. On the opposite side of the face of a die is the other number that would add up to that number that we do not like. So we're sticking with the 4 5 6 5. Aim for the same landing zone. Oof, 4 3 7. The dice are not behaving today. The dice are not behaving today. And that cost us twice on a blackjack level. So we're probably gonna have to start betting moderately and then start pressing up. Because right now it's not doing good. So what's happening is the 4 5 6 5 is not being good to us right now. So what we will do is go to a different dice set. There's no point in staying and trying to beat out that the dice set combination. It's just not working for us. So what I will do is I'll go to the 6 2 6 3 dice set. Cross sixes. We'll stay with a 6 2 6 3 and see what this dice set is doing. Also, in my head, I'm figuring out what is I'm doing, how I'm gripping, straight down, thumb placement, 6 2 6 3. And we got a 9. We got a 6 3 9 down there. Got a 6 3 9. Got a 6 3 9. And again, now we already got punished twice, so we will bet a little bit more conservatively this time. But I will place the 5 a little bit heavier because underneath that 9, there's gonna be a 5. So let's go to, we're doing the 6 2 6 3. I'm doing the 6 2 6 3. You got an easy 8. Easy 8. Get a 6 2 easy 8. So I'm getting a request that he wants a 3V set. He wants a 3V set. So let's give him a try. He says he wants a 3V set. We'll go ahead and try it. For me, the 3V set is not always the best because sometimes I'll get a double pitch. So it's 3 2 3 6. We'll throw 2 3V sets for him. He wants a 3V set. So we'll do that. And for me, sometimes what I'll do is a 3V set either pointing inward or outward. For this time, the 3V set, we'll do 2 3V sets pointing inward. You'll see it on the screen. And then I'll flip them around. 3V set pointing outwards. So we'll do the inward, which is 3 2 3 6 for this toss. We'll do 2 of them. That's a 156. That's a 156. He says he wants me to. He wants to put 50 on that five. He wants to. All right, we'll do. We'll place 50 on that five. He wants a 50 on the five. Okay, so we'll stick with the 3-2, 3-6. I promised that we're gonna do three different rolls. I mean, two rolls. The 3-2, 3-6. Let's stick with that. So we have a 5-4-9. We found our point. 5-4-9. So our 3V set found as our point. Where's the winner? Okay, go ahead and get your place bits in there. Again, the Crapsee code is, if you haven't added to the table, the Crapsee code is V5T2X4. So this is a come out roll. So go ahead and get your bets in there. I like to place work my hard ways, although the hard ways are not coming up too often. I think we got like a hard 10 and a hard 6. That's the thing, that's all we had. I don't think I've seen too many hard ways. So because of that, I'll keep in mind that my hard ways are not coming up too often, or what dice set I'm using, and I'll kind of won't bet as aggressively on my hard ways, at least $1, and then build up from there. So we'll do, I think we have the 3-2, 3-6. Now what we'll do is we'll go ahead and flip it around to the 3V set pointing outward. So it's 3-1, 3-5. So it's just the three dots pointing outward, or the arrow pointing out. So it's a 3V set, is just pointing outwards. And each person is different. Some people like to do the 3V set pointing inwards, others outwards. But for right now, for this set, we're doing the 3V set pointing outward. So we have a 3-1-4. Have a 3-1-4. 3-1-4 is our point. So our point is 4 on here. So let's go ahead and place our bets. I know my 9 was coming as often as our 5s. I haven't seen the 5 come around, but we'll go ahead and place our 9. Just see if we can get this 5. He's still interested on the 5. Mr. Enrique likes that 5. So it's 3-1, 3-1, 3-2. 3-1, 3-2. So that's a hard 4. That's a hard 4. We got a hard 4. We found our point, and we found it the hard way. So that is a winner. So we established point of 4, which is a 3-1, and then using the 3-1, 3-2, we got a hard 4. So we found our point. We did win. We did make some money. So this is going to be a come out roll. Okay, this is a come out roll. So place your bets accordingly. So let's see on here. Give you a couple of seconds to get your bets in there. We're looking for a point. We'll see you to do the 3-2. What was it? No, 3-1, 3-2. Stick with the 3V set for him. See if we can find that 5. So it's a 3-1, 3-2. And see if we can find that 5 for him. So ace deuce on the come out roll. That's ace deuce on the come out roll. For those of you that have the horns on there like I do, I try to protect on the come out with my bets. We made some money on there. So we did make some money. But thanks to Crapsee, we can do repeat last bet. The only thing is if you, on Crapsee, if you do repeat last bet and you had some money on your past lines, it has a tendency of knocking it down. You have to press everything again or place it. So that's the only thing on the repeat last bet. It does repeat the bets you placed, but the bets that were there before you moved around here, it knocks them down. Kind of a little bug in Crapsee. So be careful when you repeat last bet and you had money on the place bets. It will remove them for you. You have to memorize. Oh, I had 2 green chips on the number 5. So this is a come out roll. We're still looking for point. Still looking for point. Using the 3-1-3-2. There's a 5-2-7 on the come out roll. 5-2-7. So we did win on the come out roll. We were working to our ATSs, so let's knock down those bonuses. Probably gonna want a little bit more depth on these dice. So the come out roll, it did win, but it knocked out our ATSs down. So we'll bet accordingly. Get your bets in there. You need to go ahead and we'll stick with the. Let's go with the 3-2-3-6. We're gonna go with the 3V set pointing inward. So the 3V set pointing inward. 3-2-3-6. The 3-1-3-2 was bringing some horn numbers and some undesired numbers. So let's try the 3-2-3-6. Mr. Enrique, that was a quest that he wanted us to throw that dice at. So we'll do the 3-2-3-6 3V set pointing inward. That's a 6-2 easy 8. That's a 6-2 easy 8. So we established point of an easy 8. So we got an easy 8 on here using the inverted V. So I'll place my bets accordingly. There we go. And I'll go ahead and kick my press my hard 8 up some. 3-2-3-6. Stick with the same die set. I do know the die set. I don't too often use this die set because it just sometimes it doesn't favor me as well. Only when I'm struggling at a time, I'll go ahead with the 3V set just to see what it's doing for me. That's a 5-3-8. So we found our 8. We found our point 5-3-8. So it wasn't a hard 8, but we did get an easy 8. So that was our point. So we did win. Everybody at the table won, except for those on the dark side. If they were playing the dark side, because the first couple of shooters did, well, maybe the second and the third shooter, that did not go as well for us. Then they probably are the ones that just didn't make any money. Everybody else on the table did. So we'll stick with the with this die set. To the 3-2-3-6. 3-2-3-6. We found some point on there. All right. So get your bets in there. We're looking for point. Looking for point right now. So we got a yo. That's a 6-5 yo in the come out. So those of you working the horns as I do, we did make some money on there. So we got our yo. We did get a yo on here. So let's go ahead and press our horns just a tad and hedge our big reds. And we're going ahead and stick with the same die set: 3-2, 3-6, 3V set pointing inward, and see if we can find a point, because we're still looking for a point. So let's see what we have. Hopefully we get a yo back to back. That wouldn't be bad. That's a hard 4. We got a hard 4. So our point is a hard 4. So for those of you working the hard ways as I do, we did collect. So our point is hard 4. Go ahead and press our odds. Get in here for our horns. So go ahead and get your bets in. 2, 3-6. And we'll stick with the same die set. We had a request from the audience to use this die set, so we'll do that. So we have a 6-3-9. That is 6-3-9. So we got a hit. Got a 6-3-9 in here. So go ahead, get your bets in there. And we'll stick with the same die set. 3-2, 3-6. No, I know we're looking for that 5, because I'm looking for that 5. Hopefully it comes around in the next roll or two. I am still looking for that 5. And we got aces, snake eyes. We got snake eyes here. We got snake eyes. So we're getting all our numbers but the 5. We are getting all our numbers but the 5. Okay. Hopefully it comes around for us. So we have 3-2, 3-6. Control our breathing. Our natural exhale pause. You have a 2-4-6. You have a 2-4-6. Easy 6. You have a 2-4 easy 6. So we're hitting every number but the 5. It's okay. It'll come around. So we got the 4. We got the 6. But we're not getting the 5. So Enrique, I know it's in there. I know the 5 is in there. We're just not appearing for us. So 3-2, 3-6. We're sticking with this set. What I'm doing right now is I'm hoping I can get the 5 with this die set. It just takes one dice to roll over, but it's not showing up for us. Okay, let's see if we can get that 5. So we got a 314. We found our point. 314. Our point was 4, and we got an easy 4. So we found our point for 314. And that elusive 5. It's an elusive 5 right there. So this is a come out roll. So go ahead and get your bets in there. So on the smalls, we're missing 4 numbers, 2 on the small and 2 on the tall. So on the small, we're missing the 3 and 5, and then on the tall, we're missing the 10 and 12. So those are the numbers that are just being elusive to us. They're being elusive right now. Let's see if we can establish point as a 5. The 3, 2, 3, 6. And the session probably would have started a little bit earlier, but I had some homework to do. I have a full-time job and also getting another degree. So that's why we started a little bit late today. Four, 3, 7. So a 4, 3, 7 in the come out roll. So we did win, but it knocked out all our ATSs. So that is a winner. You were so close. Still haven't found that 5 yet. So let's place our bets again, get our ATSs in there. So he's Mr. Enrique saying I have 8 shots. 8 tiros, 8 shots after the 7. So right now I'm at 17 tiros. So I got 17 shots right now with this shooter. So that means this shooter, once he started, he's thrown 17 times without losing. So there have been it has been a craps or 2 in there, but he's still shooting. He's still in the game. I know in the screen it may show that there's only 7 shots between the previous 7. We're trying to avoid that. So we have a 5, 3, 8, 5, 3, 8. So our point is 8. So one of the things that I'm noticing, my left die is a bit higher than my right die. When they're flying through the air, you can't see it on screen. It's not a high motion or high speed camera. So you won't be able to see it, but I can. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna adjust my finger just so slightly. Hopefully it doesn't punish us. That way to try to get those dies evenly rotating. This one's a little bit higher than the other, so I wanted to do something like this. Hopefully it favors our toss. That's a 2, 4, 6. We got a 2, 4, 6. Got an easy 6, 2, 4, easy 6. Got an easy 6 here. Okay, so we still haven't found that 5. Sorry, Enrique. I know he's looking for that 5. He's got 50 on that 5. He's had it for quite some time. I probably would have regressed my 5. That would have been across a whole table and all my place bets. Sometimes that 5 just doesn't want to show up. I'm kind of superstitious on that one. When I'm trying to look for that number, it's not showing up. I said maybe I need to regress it and go somewhere else and let it show up naturally instead of just being sitting there like watching like wet paint dry, just watching that 5. Is it the 5? Is it the 5? 459. We got a 459. 459. So this is our point. We're on our 20th roll for this shooter. That's 20 for this shooter. Sticking for the same set that was requested by somebody in our audience, and Mr. Enrique. He wanted us to shoot the 3-2-3-6, hoping that we can catch his 5. Our point is 8. And we got midnight 6-6 midnight box cars. We got a 12 in there. 6-6 midnight. We got a 12. For those of you that are on those horns, congratulations. I was not on the horn. I like to bet the horns, but not every single throw, because little by little that money adds up and it can lead to good losses. But I do believe in, you see a horn, bet a horn. And what I do is my hard ways also. I'll press them up just a tad or two, because I'm a believer of see a horn, bet a horn. And for me, sometimes the horns are followed by either another horn or a hard way. So we're sticking with the same set, same 3V set pointing inward, 3-2-3-6. Honestly, like, I'm actually hoping for the 5. I haven't, I mean, I wouldn't mind a horn number a hard way, but I said, man, I haven't hit that 5. Normally I hit it a lot. A lot. Sometimes above average. But it's been elusive today. So we have a hard 8. So we found our point, and we found it the hard way. So we found our 8. We found it the hard way. And kind of what I told you, I see a horn, bet a horn, but for me, whenever I see a horn, at least on my side, it kind of favors sometimes a hard way, so I'll press my hard ways a bit. It's not always like that, but just something I notice about myself. So we found the 8 the hard way, so we found our point. So we did find our point. Okay, so this is a come out roll. We're looking for a new point. I think we're on our 22nd roll for this shooter. We're on our 22nd roll for this shooter. And on the smalls, oddly enough, we only have found the 6. On our talls, we found the 8, 9, and midnight. We're still missing a yo and a 10. So we haven't found our yo, and we haven't found a 10 for our talls. But also, we had knocked down our ATSs a while ago with the come out 7. So that kind of knocked down our ATSs. Because I think we would have hit probably the talls if we hadn't knocked them down. So we're sticking with the same set. Our audience wanted 3-2-3-6. So we'll stick with the same set. I am adjusting my finger position slightly to try to balance out my die to become evenly on throughout the air when I see them flying from the back end. So I am trying to adjust just slightly for myself. Oof, they kiss on the back end. They crashed, a big old crash, but we got our point is 516. 516 is our point. So the dice landed and hit and crashed and went flying. The red die went flying. We got an easy 6. So our point is easy 6. So I'm betting very moderately, okay? Because I made a little bit of money. I think we started with 2,000. I'm at 1560. So normally I would have bet a little bit more aggressive. But because I'm here just trying to play around and see if I can find that 5, I'm not betting as aggressively as I would like. But we're having fun. We're learning. Trying to do some safe betting strategy, right? So we'll stick with the 3-2, 3-6. Not something a dice set that I would normally come to, but it was requested by our audience, our friend Enrique. So that's what we're doing, and it's actually doing good to us. It's actually behaving for us. So we have our point. We have our point. Let's see if we can get our yo. So 2-4-6. We found our point back to back, in and out. 2-4-6. So winner, winner, chicken dinner. 2-4-6. We found our point. We established point. We found our point. In and out. Quick money. We didn't get our yo. No yo, no hard 10, no easy 10. I'm trying to get our ATSs, but we did find our point. Okay, so we're establishing point. So go ahead and place your bets accordingly. This is a come out roll. So go ahead and just make sure you place your bets according to your come outs. I know normally people bet some hard ways, some big reds. I'm kind of all the way across. I'll bet the hard ways. I'll bet some horns, and then I'll go ahead and just hedge it by placing also my big reds. So we're still sticking with the same pattern. I mean, it looks like there's a trend here. So we're staying to the ATSs with this dice set. 3-2, 3-6 is keeping us in there. The 6, 8, 9, and midnight. Midnight only came once, but what is 6, 8, and 9? They're coming very often for us, and we're on a 24th roll. We're looking for point here. Do we have an easy 8? 3-5 easy 8, sticking to the trend. We found our 8. That's a 3-5 easy 8. So our point is easy 8. So here we go. We got an easy 8. We're establishing point. Our point is 8. 8s come multiple ways for us. The hard way, the easy way, a lot of easy ways. Easy 8s have showed up for us. So we're on our 25th roll for the shooter. We're sticking with the same die set. 2, 3, 6. Honestly, I'm just curious. I'm curious why the 5 hasn't shown up yet, and maybe if it shows up, because it's not too far off from this die set. But we'll stick with the same die set. 3-2, 3-6. I'm adjusting my hand grip just slightly so my dice even out. So when I see them leaving from here, from this angle, I can see them kind of flying through the air. I'm trying to get them as even as they can to each other and the same rotation. So that's kind of what I'm doing. But let's see if we can find our 5. 5-1-6, 5-1-6. So we found that 6 again. So it was an easy 6. So let's go get our die. There we go. Found that 6. And I'm being very conservative here. I'm just trying to take the dice, trying to focus on the dice, rotations and height, where they're landing. Not being too aggressive in my place bets. I believe at the beginning, I was a bit aggressive on my place bets, and that cost me. And then with this shooter, I was aggressive with my place bets. I was a black chip level for a couple of hits, and then I regressed down. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. Just riding the wave, seeing what's going on, focusing on my throws, my finger placement. I'm still hoping for that 5. I'm with Enrique, trying to get that 5. So we got a hard 6. We got another 6. This time we got it the hard way. We're killing the 6 and 8s. We're killing them. Right now, this is a hard 6. I believe this makes it our 8th 6 for, yeah, we have our 8th 6 for this shooter. And this is our 8th 6 for this shooter. So right now we're on a 27th roll. That's 2-7 for this shooter. And it was the die set was requested by our somebody in our audience from 3-2, Mr. Enrique. He wanted the 3V set. He didn't say what 3V set. Inward, outward. We started with the inward. It did good, and we said let's take a look what the 3V set outward does to us. We did this. It wasn't too favorable. We got a lot of horns on here and numbers that we did not like, so we went back to the inverted 3V set, and it's been doing good for us. I'm still trying to find that 5, honestly. I'm just curious. It's one of those challenges of myself. It's like, man, I want that 5. And we're on our 27th roll. I believe we did knock down our ATSs once. But right now we've been killing the 6 and 8, and I believe even a 9 rolled in there. Oof, the kiss on the back end, but we did get a hard 8. So we found our point with a hard 8. There's a 4-4 hard 8. So our point was 8. We found our 8. We found it the hard way. Now, granted, the dice did kiss on the back end of the table. And it wasn't a hit it wasn't land on the table, hit the back wall, and land on themselves. No, they kind of hit the gator and then kissed, and it exploded. A lot of commotion down there. It's almost like a Houston train wreck. But we did get our 8. We did get our 8. Okay, so this is a come out roll. So go ahead and place your bets accordingly. We've been staying inside 6 and 8, so my 4, 5, and 10s, and even the 9 are just been sitting there lingering. So I'm probably gonna take those just to table minimum on our next roll. Because I mean, they're not doing anything. Why have that money out there risking it when it's not doing anything for me? At least that's what I'm thinking. I'm sticking with the 3-2, 3-6. Don't see out there. If the money is out there, let's say you have a green chip on the number 4 and it's not hitting, why have that much at risk? Regress it. Regress it to at least a $10 table minimum, $15 table minimum, whatever it's on there. If it's a $25 minimum table, yeah, you probably have to keep the green chip there. But why do that? The money's not working for you. Take it a minimum. Let it build itself back up. So we're looking for point. Hopefully y'all got your bets in place. I'm still curious to hopefully find a 5. We have a 3-6-9. We have a 3-6-9. That is one of the numbers that shows up for us. That's come up a couple times for this shooter using the 3V set inward. So the 9, it is a point that favors us. So let me mark our 9. So there's our 9. Got a 3-6-9. Our friend are saying like all a professional, nothing but 6 and 8s. Yeah, we got 8 6s and 8 8s landed, and 7 9s. The rest are kind of off, but yeah, we're getting a lot of 6 and 8s and 9s. So it is true. You're getting a lot of 6 8s and 9s. So here we go. Let me place my bets accordingly. And let's see if we can find that 5. I'm kind of just curious and challenging myself. Like, come on, give me a 5. Just one 5. I can go get some breakfast with a nice meal. So I think it's lunchtime right now for us. I think it's noon. So we got snake eyes. We got snake eyes in the back end. You got a 1-1 AC aces down there. So we got aces. Sorry, I like to put the dice over here so y'all can see it in the lower right screen. So we got aces. That doesn't show up too. I think this is the second time it's showing up for us. Yeah, it's the second time it showed up. I was in it. I was in the horns because I believe that after my I established point, something happened. So we did get a horn. So let's see. We got a 3-2, 3-6. I wouldn't mind a yo right about now. I haven't seen the yo and show up in a bit. Or for with our young audience or Gen Zs, I haven't shown up in a minute. That's a 1-3-4. Wow, we're getting some different numbers now. We're getting that was a 1-3-4. So we got our 4. Hopefully we get our 5. That was a 1-3 easy 4. Now our 4 has shown up a couple of times, so I'm not gonna say the 4 is a stranger to us. It has shown up a couple of times. Easy way and the hard way. It hadn't shown up in a while. We still can't get that elusive 5. We got our friend Enrique saying that's gonna be the key to find that 5 and win with the 6 and 8. Yeah, it's weird. With the 3V set, I haven't been able to find that 5. Other dice set I can, but if it's working, if this dice set, the 3V set is working for us, why change it, right? If it's not broken, don't mess with it. See if we can get the 5. That'll be nice. So ace deuce, that's ace deuce on the back end. We got an ace deuce. We got the ace deuce. We did find our AC deuce on there. I wasn't in on the horns. I was not. I just had dropped them down from the previous roll, and I didn't get back on it, which is okay. Which is completely okay. You don't have to bet every time. But oddly enough, and this is because I'm seeing the Crapsee. I'm not sharing it on the screen, but you're welcome to go into the download Crapsee, buy a subscription. I highly recommend it if you watch some other dice influencers or groups, follow them, and you want to join on the Crapsee table. At least this Crapsee table is V5T2X4, and join the table. You can actually watch where other players are betting, their betting strategies, to see how they're betting, what numbers are landing. So right now for our ATSs, we're missing the 5, the 10, and the 11. So we got those are the numbers that are out there. We still haven't found them. It's okay. Maybe they'll land for us. 3-2, 3-6. That's the dice set. Right now we're at 32 rolls for this shooter. This shooter's got 32 rolls. And we're still looking for the elusive 5. We're looking for that elusive 5. It hasn't shown up for us. It'll be nice. It'll be nice if it shows up. 3-2, 3-6 inverted. Let's see if we can find that mystical 5, because I like 5. That's one of my favorite numbers. Midnight, we got a midnight. We got a 6-6 midnight. I think that's the second time it showed up for us. 6-6 midnight. We were on the horns. We were on the horns. I wouldn't mind it. I was looking for a yo, but we did get a midnight, so it did pay out. It did pay out for us. So it did pay. We're still missing that yo. Still missing that yo. 3-2, 3-6. Come on, Mr. 5. Just visit us once right now. You can visit us once. That way, so we can get the smalls on the ATS. We can at least get our smalls. We're still missing 2 points on the talls, but on the smalls, we're missing just 1 point, and that's that elusive 5. Ugh. 2-4-6. That's a 2-4 easy 6. That's a 2-4 easy 6. Yes, Mr. Enrique, we're missing the 5. I know you like the 5. The 5 is not showing up for us. Right now, it was a slow motion roll. These dice slowly went their own each way, and they were rolling very slow to the back wall. They did hit the back wall, so technically it is a fair roll according to the rules of the table of the casinos, right? So they rolled very slowly and boop, kissed the back wall and died back where they were at. So that was an easy 6. That was an easy 6. We're still looking for that mystical 5. I want the 5 too. We're on our 34th roll, working on our 35 right now, and we're sticking with the 3-2, 3-6. And the reason we're throwing this is because it was at a request of somebody from our audience. He said, "Hey, throw this dice set." It's okay. I'll throw it. I don't mind throwing different dice sets. And fortunately enough, the dice set has been very gracious to us. Very, very gracious. Let's see if we can get that 5. I want that 5. Oof. There we go. I wanted a 5, but it came accompanied by a 2. So that's a 5-2-7. So I did get the 5 I was asking for, but I should have told her I didn't want any audience. And it was a 5-2-7. So we got the 5-2-7. 5-2-7. But oddly enough, we did get 35 rolls. Okay, we got 35 rolls out of this dice set. Okay, we didn't get the 5. We never found the 5. I think we found it in the beginning before it got knocked down by a reset. But we got 35 rolls here. I didn't bet aggressively. I was just betting very conservatively. I was focusing more on the throws and just being goofy about finding the 5. So for this shooter, we got 35 rolls. Let me see, we're at 11:58. I believe that may wrap up our time. What time did we start? I think we went overtime. So this probably wraps up for today's first session. This was April 30th. Okay, it's noon here, depending where you're tuning in from. At least here in Texas, it's at 12 noon. But that'll be it for this morning session. If we have some time later in the afternoon, I'll do another session. I believe I may have a couple friends come over. But for right now, we'll wrap it up. I think we did good. Our SRR is a 743. This last shooter, he rolled 35. We were only able to get 4 shooters in. But with the inverted 3V set, we did good. It did well. We never got the ATSs, nor the small, nor the tall. But tune in, have fun, and we're signing off. And time for me to go grab something to eat, take a break, and then come back later on. See if I have some time. All right. Thank you. Have a good one.